Hey guys, so for the last few days we have had some pretty bad storms. Last night we had a tornado warning and 60-mile-an-hour winds. It was a lot of rain and lightning, thunder, just a pretty bad storm. So I figured I walk out in the garden and see if there is any damage. I do know the storm before yesterday, a lot of the mulch in the vegetable garden got washed away. So we are going to check out how it looks now. So this is the vegetable garden. I originally sheet mulched this whole space. I put down a really thick layer of cardboard and then I put some mulch on top. At the time, I only had about 12 bags to do this first bottom level of the vegetable garden. I never got to do the top level of the vegetable garden, but in this corner right here, the mulch was put down pretty thick. In other areas, it was kind of pretty thin. So I always knew that I had to go and get more mulch. But before I could do all that, we had a few good storms, and last night we really had a big one. So kind of want to get the vegetable garden cleaned up. The storm before yesterday though, this retaining wall right here broke apart. My husband came outside yesterday before the storm we had last night and fixed the retaining wall, but a lot of the mulch that was in the vegetable garden kind of washed out into the flower bed below. Also, the Annabelle hydrangea hedge has fallen over. I kind of want to shake those off a bit to see if they can upright themselves so it doesn't cause any more damage to that. But I do know that I want to kind of get this mulch spread back out in the vegetable garden. Also, kind of want to take a look at the woodland garden. That is mostly in the woods, so we might have a little bit of damage over there. Not exactly sure, but first we are going to get the vegetable garden looking like it did before all of this rain. So let's go ahead and get started with that. In all honesty, that mulch is going to have to stay down there. I tried to bring a little bit back up here, but the mulch was spread pretty thin as it is. So honestly, I'm going to try to spread this out a bit more, but I think my best option would be to get more bags of mulch and try to spread it thicker. Hopefully it doesn't rain anymore in between that time. So I'm going to try to continue to spread this out a bit more just to get it looking a bit better. And once the sun comes, I don't want the cardboard really to be exposed still because I don't want it to dry out. It's kind of best if it remains wet so it adheres to the ground a bit better. So I'm just going to continue trying to spread out what I have left that I can do before moving on to a different task. So this is going to be the best I could do for now. We are still expecting more rain tonight, and some of the mulch was already spread thin to begin with, so I'm kind of spreading it even thinner. I just wanted to fix the situation a bit, but it's not really going to be fixed until I can go and get more mulch, which probably won't be until tomorrow sometime. So I still do have a few spots that I need to work on covering, but hopefully I can go ahead and get the mulch that I need and spread it even thicker so this does not happen again. But on a brighter note, I have a large strawberry right here. Well, I was gonna eat it, but it looks like something already else has been eating it, so I guess I will not be eating it. Let's go ahead and check out the incredible hydrangea hedge. So the pathway right here has been destroyed because the garden is on a hill, so with some heavy rain, the mulch and mud kind of mixed and ran down the hill a bit. So I will need to fix this, but of course I need more mulch. I was planning on, well, at least thinking about putting a step over here in this area to try to level off the ground a bit before it drops again. But that is a lot of cleanup that I need to do. This is the incredible hydrangea hedge. I did have a couple of trellises over here earlier on to try to hold up the hedge a bit. Unfortunate that they are all laying down on the ground. I guess I probably should try to shake off the water a bit. Maybe they will upright themselves, but like I said, again, we are expecting more rain. So honestly, this might defeat the purpose if I go ahead and do that, because it's just going to happen again. But I don't really see too much damage other than them laying down on the ground. I did get some, drop my gloves, I did get some mulch that is ruined on this pathway too. So I did sheet mulch this area, put down some mulch pretty thick, and with the storms and the wind that we had, a lot of the mulch also has washed away. And I might as well give you guys an update on the cut flower garden. So I did clear this space in the winter time to create a cut flower garden, and I never really completely finished with clearing this space, although it is a lot better than it was before. I still am in the works of planning on clearing this even further, more cardboard, lots more mulch, and then hopefully we can get some raised beds put in here. I think I'm kind of changing my design a bit too, but before I tackle this area right here, I kind of want to make sure I finish with my woodland garden project. This area does have a lot of, I guess, stagnant water that sits here as well. So with all of the rain, this area gets a bit flooded. It's even more flooded right here and back over there. There's a lot of water that just sits in this area. So hopefully we can go ahead and finish with the woodland garden project and we can tackle this issue. I kind of, even if I don't get to plant anything over here this year, I still kind of would like to clear out this space again, mulch it, and maybe put a couple of raised beds in this area. Not exactly sure. Still a lot of work and a lot of water. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is really a lot of water that is just sitting over in this area right here. That's going to be an issue. So, still working on cut flower garden. Major transformation that's going to have to take place in this area. And I also will maybe like to put a greenhouse over here in this area too. Not exactly sure if that's going to happen this year. And the flower bed behind the vegetable garden, pretty much fine. I do have some weeding and I need to trim up some of the plants here, but for the most part everything looks good. I just had quite a bit of mulch that washed away in this area. The center of the garden, still no deer damage, so I'm guessing the liquid fence does work. But at the same time, with all of the rain that we have had, kind of need to keep up on the spray. So when I go and pick up more mulch, I'm also going to be picking up some more liquid fence. I am out right now. I think it does say that it is rainproof, but you should reapply after rain. But I'm happy I actually get to see the hostas in this flower bed this year, because last year the deer did eat just about all of them. So with that being said, and I do have quite a bit of mulch branch that washed down these steps. So not too much damage, just mulch that had washed away and a few branches. I would like to tuck some plants over in this area. I had a brunnera here and I think I had planted 2 more that I guess didn't make it. So maybe right now we can go ahead and tuck some brunnera over in this area. I went ahead and I grabbed 3 Jack of Diamonds brunnera. So I guess I'm going to try to fill in this spot with those. I also think that this area probably could use a bit more color, so maybe I can get some wild berry heuchera to plant over in this area as well. I don't have any right now, but that's just a thought. With the silver and the lime green of the Carax grass and this brunnera, I think that would be a good looking combination. So maybe I'll pick some of that up as well. And some of these have already started to root through the pot. I'm going to loosen up the root ball a bit. And stick it in the ground. Not exactly sure if the other brunnera I have over here, I'm not sure if that's Jack of Diamonds, but I don't think it really matters. I think all brunnera looks great. So, well, I bought 4 out here, but now that I'm looking at the space, I might just go ahead and tuck 3 over here, because I might go ahead and pick up some more corbels, and this does seed pretty well. I have babies of this and other areas of the garden that I don't have this, that it has self-seeded. Hopefully this does good over here, because at one point I did have a bit more in this area, but I guess it didn't make it. Hopefully these do well. It's a bit root bound, so I just want to tear up the roots a bit. So we tucked 2 Jack of Diamonds over in this area. I had 3, but I think 2 will be fine. I kind of want to get some purple coral bells to put in this area. I think that would go good with the silver of the brunnera and good with the lime green Japanese forest grass. So I'm going to try to get wild berry. I like that color purple, but if I can't get my hands on that, I probably would get something similar. But now that that is complete, let's go ahead and take a walk to the woodland garden. This area right here, this flower bed looks pretty great, no damage. There are a couple of branches along this pathway. So let's check out the woodland garden, which by the way, still being planted up. I took a break to get the vegetable garden going, but there are quite a few branches that have fell over in this area. One on that. This is doing fine, looks great, but let me show you guys my rhododendron, which I have no clue what is going on with it. It has dropped all of its leaves. It has been getting a good amount of water because of all the rain we've had. Hoping this bounces back. Not exactly sure if it will. If you guys have an idea what's going on with this, let me know in the comments. But I think we should go ahead and rake up or pick up these branches, and maybe I can get a few more plants in the ground. I do have 3 more of the rainforest hostas. I know you guys said that I could split these, but with the garden being so new as it is, I kind of wanted to get some more mature plants over in this area, and that is why I opted not to split any of these hostas. Some of them look like they have a bit of damage, like this one here, maybe slug damage. I'm gonna have to treat that. Honestly, with this garden, I have never dealt with much slug damage. Not exactly sure why, but that's what that looks like. So guess I'm gonna have to start treating for that now. But everything over here looks pretty good, other than the branches that are laying out. Also, I did pick up some more of the cinnamon stick coral bells. Maybe I can tuck those in as well, but let's go ahead and get these sticks picked up, and then we can get a couple of plants in the ground. Sticks have been picked up and this flower bed has been raked out. So now let's get a few plants in the ground. I do have 3 more of the rainforest sunrise hostas that I'm going to be tucking in this area right here to finish out this hedge of them. So let's go ahead and get those in the ground. Lining the pathway with the sunrise rainforest hostas is complete. I know I could have spread these out a bit more and I could have split them, but with this being a new garden space, I want the plants to be full and mature over here because we are starting out fresh in this garden space, so that's why I opted not to split any of the hostas. These are kind of planted a bit close, but I am fine with that. This one has some gorgeous blooms on it as well. Excited to see all of these bloom. I am going to have to treat them a bit because some of them look like they have been ate a bit. But overall, everything looks good. Now I do have some more of the cherry tart corabelles. I think that I'm going to go ahead and do a trio of 3 right in this area. So let's go ahead and get these in the ground. I'm going to try and hurry and get these tucked in over here. Seems like the rain is picking up a bit. Just going to do a trio of 3 before the rain really starts get going. One down, 2 more to go. I'll put one right here. And I have one more I'm going to tuck right up next to this shrub. So this is going to be it for today, guys. I thank you for joining me on this project of assessing a little bit of storm damage and planting a few things. The rain is starting to pick up a bit, so I need to go ahead and get in the house. But thank you guys once again, and I hope again to see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.